when it is said in full, it gives us the complete message that its primary objective is to ensure that you invest in mining in the continent. And this event has continued to grow in stature and in numbers over the years, testament to the fact that the continent remains a key destination for mining investment. In the past decade, we've seen many challenges facing mining, both globally and locally, as the world recovers from the global financial crisis remains both fragile and uneven, because hope makes us feel that we're doing better, but the reality of the matter is that we must work harder to do better. It is impact on both the demand of minerals and profitability of the mines. I always make the point that mining is as good as the performance of the individual mines. If the mines are not operational, are not making money, many of the things we dream about will not happen. It is profitable mines that make benefits accrue to the various stakeholders, right from the shareholder to the community and to the workers. In the past 2 years, there have been signs of recovery in demand, resulting in an upswing in some of the commodities. Particularly the prices of a number of these commodities. The future, however, remains uncertain, with the World Bank predicting global growth rate to slow this year to 2.9%. And furthermore, emerging market currencies, such as the rand, are also expected to experience quite a testing year and a lot of volatility as a currency. As South Africa, we remain optimistic given the performance of the economy, considering that we managed to come out of a technical recession in the last quarter of 2018 with a 2.2% growth, which was quite a good signal. We're hoping that we can build on that and grow faster. This was mainly due to higher contribution to growth by several industries, most notable agriculture, manufacturing, transport, finance and business services. I'm making this point to indicate that in taking the country out of the recession, the contribution of the mining industry was not a positive one, which requires us to invest more in mining, contribute more. The contribution of the South African mining to the GDP is around 7%, but this contribution to the earning of foreign earnings is about 40%, which makes it quite a significant sector in the industry. Our hope is that we can grow the contribution to the GDP up to 10% in the next 3 to 5 years, and in the process, earn more foreign earnings for South Africa. And this was due to the largely increased production in nickel, platinum group metals, diamonds, manganese, and chromium by the third quarter of 2018. The industry employs 457,000 workers, which was a decline from the previous year. By the third quarter, that decline, if you take it from 463,000 to 457,000, it looks insignificant. But in a country where unemployment is high, that is very, very significant. The policy and legislative framework, there was a lot of complaint about policy and regulatory uncertainty for the better part of last year. We've addressed that, we've finalized the charter. It is there now. If you come to South Africa, you know exactly what to expect, what to do, and the legislative framework that is there is also in line with the expectation of the investors. We did this because wanted to reassure investors that it is safe to invest in South Africa. It is a requirement for all of us to be working with one another to ensure that investment is comfortable and attractive. And therefore, with that, we have given investors regulatory and policy certainty, and with regulatory and policy certainty, then it is up to us to invite investors to come to South Africa and know exactly what to expect of South Africa. Having said that, we're also in the process of separating mining and petroleum, where petroleum will be developed into a significant sector of the industry. Now, every time we talk about petroleum and mining, people always ask the question, when do you get into petroleum? And I always tell them that the responsibility of our ministry is to explore and extract. Once we have extracted, it goes to various ministries. One of them, Minister Rob Davies, present here today. Health and safety, ensuring that people go to work, come back as they went, is quite a priority for us. You will recall that in 2018, there was a spike. We brought safety down, number of fatality down over a period of 10 years, and last year there was a spike, which we have turned around. The graph is again begin to point downwards. So it is quite important for us to ensure that we mine safely. In terms of licensing, we've had a number of problems in terms of processing licensing. We are hard at work paying attention to the individual provinces for licensing and so that there's no double licensing, there's no stealing of licenses, there's no corruption. And as we work on that, we want to assure the investors that we are hard at work to keep that work at provincial level so that there is no doubt of who we are. On key priorities, we've directed the Council for Geoscience to enhance geological mapping. From 1 to 1 million, now we're going down, we've continued bringing down. Our geological mapping is 1 to 50,000, and that ensures that you know exactly what is where, in what province, what mineral to find, and where do you find it. We've also directed them to begin doing drilling so that when an investor comes to South Africa, we don't start with giving a permit for exploration. The CGS must have been able to say, we have this quantity of coal here, this quantity of chromium, this quantity of manganese, having drilled, and therefore investors find it easy to invest. But in return, you will have to partner with us when we do that, because we'll have done a lot of work in preparation for investment. In terms of beneficiation, value addition is quite important for us, that we don't depend on the bid to port economies. We begin to add value here. By the time we export, we must export processed minerals rather than taking bulk ore and go to the ship and ship them away, because that takes away a number of jobs from South Africa to other places. And therefore, beneficiation is quite an important aspect of our mining, because value addition is quite important to us. It is important for us to appreciate the fact that MINDEC, which is a mineral research institution in South Africa, is hard at work in terms of what should we do. For example, the hydraulic fuel cells that have been developed. Our view is that we're at a stage where we should actually do mass commercialization of fuel cells to address the influence of challenges facing us in terms of energy. Another challenge that is facing us, which is an African problem, it's a global problem, is the question of illegal mining, where people steal, and that is a leakage to the economies. In South Africa, it was published last December that 41 billion rand of gold is in illegal mining. That is a big amount of money. It is our responsibility to try and regularize that, develop artisanal mining, issue licenses, and ensure that small-scale and artisanal mining is part of the mining industry. And I think that we can draw a lot of experience from our sister countries in the continent because they have been into artisanal mining for a long time. We are new at it, we are used to big mining companies, small-scale mines, and artisanal mining is an issue. We're hoping that this Indaba will help us develop those ideas. As we network, we must share the ideas. The other challenge that is beginning to face the mining industry is the question of how do we deal with mining communities? Because if we leave mining communities and there is a harmonious relationship between mining companies and communities, it's actually a destructive relationship that we are experiencing. We must begin to ensure that we coexist with mining. If we don't, mines are going to struggle. We must ensure that they see the benefits of mining. Mining must not only be seen from a negative point of view, where it is seen as destroying the environment, as polluting the environment, polluting water. It must be seen as benefiting communities. And people must take pride of having mines in their communities. So that is the next issue that is going to face many mining companies everywhere they go. It is the time for just focusing on just the shareholder is gone. Mining companies must be seen to be looking after the shareholders. They must be looking after communities, after their own workers. And I always explain that workers are the people who convert investment into wealth, and therefore they deserve respectable treatment by the mining companies. So the combination of communities and workers is quite an important one. Let me conclude. That Team South Africa will be hosting a number of events over the next few days, to which we would like to extend our invitation to yourself to come and engage further. You are also welcome to the pavilion of exhibition floor, where we will have teams from the government to respond to your queries and questions. In conclusion, I would like to re-emphasize that South Africa is indeed open to business, and we stand ready to work with you in achieving our respective objectives. I wish you all a successful week and look forward to the outcome of your deliberation as we together move the mining industry forward. Thank you very much.